Exactly. I was just going to draw the analogy with Colin Albert. Colin Albert couldn't have done the crime that the defense is trying to say he did because he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And Judge Canone said, okay, enough of this. That there's no neighbor dog, there's no coyote,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing other than a feral pig that would have somehow been roaming the streets of Canton because that's the only DNA that was found was pig DNA, which was likely, I believe, from ham that he would have eaten or pork or
Mm-hmm.
ribs or something that he would have eaten at some point when he wore that shirt. So, they can't prove that. I can, the other thing is, I can just see them, Tony, sitting around the defense meeting going, okay, what are we going to say about these marks? Oh, Chloe, 3 months later, was rehomed because of a dog fight she got in with a neighbor dog, and they didn't want to mess with it anymore. They have friends in Vermont. We'll just put them on. And I can relate to this so much because when I was a kid, we had this gigantic uh, uh, shepherd, not German shepherd, like a sheepdog, huge sheepdog named JJ. And JJ was so difficult. Even though he was our pet, he was just ransacked the house. He was just a hot mess. And my parents, much to my chagrin, rehomed him
Mm-hmm.
after, several months. So people say, oh, the family pet you don't get rid of. Well, sometimes it is more consternation for parents to have to deal with a pet than if they can find an alternate. We put JJ on a farm. They put, Chloe in Vermont. And so it's just so amazing that they then started extrapolating backwards. If
Mm-hmm.
you rehome a dog to a place that's better for them, right? Bigger, Vermont, whatever.